Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a giddy couple in love that loves reacting to some Genshin Impact.
We're back to Genshin.
Yeah, and so on Tuesdays we've been doing the collected miscellany reactions, and we're going to continue with those, but Genshin Impact came out with some new version trailers. Well, one new version trailer. We just also haven't done the 4.1 version trailer, so we're doing two today, 4.1 and 4.2. And a lot of people are hyped about it, and so they've been telling us we got to check it out, so that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, if you want all of our Genshin Impact reactions, you know what to do. Check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you.
Yeah.
And because it's Genshin Impact.
We have a drink. It's Klee's Sparkling Bomb, which is awesome because it has Pop Rocks on the rim. And I say that every time because it never gets old.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, you gave me like the really thick Pop Rocks too. Thank you.
Ooh, my shot. Oh no. Oh. There was a murder. Oh,
she's so tiny.
The fortress of Meripede may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the fortress.
The truth is, this place has a lot of hidden rules.
All of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished.
Something bad will happen during lunch on the third day.
that's oddly specific.
A bottle of crimson liquid?
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night.
Sooner or later, all will pay their
Badass brawler.
This could get a little chilly. Time's up. Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen.
If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be?
I know.
After being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home.
I have to...
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Prophecy.
And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events. I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself.
I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
Rumors saying that you were born from calamity. You inherently bring danger to those around you.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? Melazines can't be trusted! That goes for Nervalette too!
There's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can the debt be repaid.
Wriothesley! Where did you take my siblings?
Even if the truth may not be pleasant, since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
It beggars belief just how carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, have failed to take action.
Who are you? What are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you.
Is this what
Kill her, you're a monster.
means to you? Answer me, Nubilet!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
No pressure.
It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard.
Okay.
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Welcome to this festival of poetry, jointly organized by Lua and Mondstadt.
This riddle is, unique?
Okay, I got something.
It's pizza!
The answer is always pizza.
Oh, yeah. The answer is Paimon.
It's Paimon.
I was actually gonna say Paimon too. What? No, you're all completely wrong. How did you all think the answer was Paimon?
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Analyse Cardinale, the Hydro Archon to be punished via the death sentence.
You're gonna kill a god?
Dark?
Yeah.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
You'd think so.
What's done is done. Just trust in me. You're Archon. Never mind.
There's Our Lady.
Truly convinced yourself to or not.
Bring out your bubble squad.
Show begins. Shower me with praise.
Yeah.
Let my name echo in song. What's the news?
Photographer. Okay. I wonder if she's covered wars.
Say cheese.
And here I was thinking Farina was bringing her own paparazzi. I was like, well, that's a vanity lesson.
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid being too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesized will be fulfilled.
I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of
Christmas.
justice.
This judgment is fair and just. What is the meaning you would call
You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Why should we acknowledge it?
Fusolo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right.
The trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember
The floor will now
This trial is...
I think she's evil.
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Oh.
You
Nicolette.
devious one, Fusolo.
It's about to pass some judgment.
Everyone's... Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting.
That whale
should
just
now
broke
be
the space-time continuum.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Ooh.
Masquerade of the Guilty. What a great name.
So, Lady Farina, we've actually checked out her Collected Miscellany trailer already. You can check out that reaction on our Patreon. You can get early ad-free access there. So we're kind of like already on her side going into this, but like it seems like she's a villain.
Yeah, but it also didn't exactly seem
stir
like
some shit up.
Nouvelette was a good guy either. Like talking about how justice had to come with blood and stuff in the 4.1, the stars shining in the depths. So I'm like, okay. So Nouvelette in all his righteous judgment is talking about bringing that about with blood. And then in 4.2, it's the Masquerade of the Guilty, which kind of makes me think they're all guilty. So I don't know what's going on, but I definitely want to know more. I think from my perspective, the various miscellanies have been fun to introduce us to the characters, but because they're just snapshots of them and they're largely their gameplay, which we haven't played the game yet, it's easy for them to be like, oh, this one's really cool as I'm watching it, and then like to forget that one 3 weeks later because there's no emotional impact. I'm not invested in anything. Whereas like watching these, it's a little bit more lore driven and story driven. I'm like, ooh, like now Nouvellette has made an impression, and I don't know if it's good or bad, but I'm very curious.
So I'm curious though, is it Nouvellette or is it Nervalette? Because I thought I heard somebody call him Nervalette, and I heard another person call him Nouvellette. So I'm not sure the pronunciation on that. As you know, we're terrible about the pronunciation of names anyways.
We really are.
So whatever his name is, we'll say it the other way.
We will do it the wrong way.
Yeah. They talked about killing archons, which like the water archon, which as I've come to understand is like one of the gods. And they talked about like, shouldn't a god be all powerful and whatnot. So I guess you can kill a god in this world. And if you do, what happens? I mean, we saw what happens in God of War when you start to kill gods. Bad things happened when Kratos went on his killing spree. I'm not saying they didn't deserve it. I'm just saying, like, he unleashed some plagues and shit.
Well, going back to ancient times and pagan times, like, the world was filled with multiple gods and they were fallible. Like, that's one of the reasons why Greek mythology is so interesting and captivating to us, is because they were essentially stories to teach humans what to do and what not to do, because the gods were just as fallible as humans. So you learned from the mistakes of the gods. Or their triumphs, but let's be honest, they made a lot of mistakes in Greek mythology. They weren't exactly great people all the time.
You also learned to like dress like a different animal to, sleep with a lot of women.
Swans. Yeah. Swans are very, very useful, apparently.
Odin was a furry.
But, like the sort of idea of the one almighty, infallible, all powerful.
Oh, stop. I'm right here. I'm getting embarrassed.
That really came about in like the modern era with Christianity. So it like the very fact that they talk about killing gods and stuff immediately makes me think like, ooh, so we're talking more like pagan and ancient kind of view of God and gods rather than like the more modern Christianity, because like it was the ancient ones who you could kill. And like there was a whole world of demigods and how they could be killed or not killed. And like Zeus and all you need is Kratos and boom, job done.
Yep, exactly. That's what they need. They just need to bring Kratos into Genshin Impact.
Oh my God, can you imagine? He's so dark. That was just, oh my God.
Well, I don't know about Daddy Kratos, now that he's
still very dark.
And
he's seen some shit.
Yeah, he has seen some shit, but you got a lot less rage in this. So I think that he'd be fine in this world.
Oh, I don't know. I just think of all our cute little adorable youthful Genshin characters and then Kratos, and whether it's young Kratos or Daddy Kratos, there's a tonal shift there that's pretty strong.
Anything else?
I want more of these. The way that I learn best is through stories. Those impact me, and so those are what I will walk away and remember.
It's almost like you want a Genshin Impact journey or something.
It's almost like I do.
Let us know what you thought about these down below in the comments. And if you want all of our Genshin Impact reactions, check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you. And we have a link to Patreon and get early ad-free access to our reactions. Every Tuesday, we've been doing the Collected Miscellany, learning about the characters so that, if one day we go on a Genshin Impact journey or something like that, it's like we're kind of familiar with the characters. We know them a little bit. Going into there's some characters that we like already, like Klee. Like Klee Sparkling, bomb. We like Klee already.
We do.
So cheers to Klee.
Cheers to Klee.
Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Genshin Impact version trailers 4.1 and 4.2, but just keep in mind.
Of course you accused me of pop rocks in my mouth. That our reaction is definitely not definitive.